What's good, YouTube? SlimTv here. I'm back with my boy Adam again today to react to this new topic. So I guess there's kids out here identifying as cats, and I guess there are other kids in the same class that actually have common sense to challenge that thought process. So let's just get into it. Let's see what they're talking about here.
How dare you? You just really upset someone. Saying things like should be in an asylum.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so off the rip, year 8 pupil. So year 8, bro, you said we were around like 12 in 8th grade, right? 12, 13?
Yeah, 12, 13.
Yeah, see, you can't be letting, like, kids have an active imagination, and that's what makes kids great. But this is why adults exist, bro, because adults are here to make sure to keep that imagination in check so that they don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
And the fact that an adult is liberating that kid to a point where they can become a cat in her classroom, it really just shows how messed up this world is going to be by the time these kids are grown up, bro. Because if they're identifying as cats now, what are they going to be identifying as adults, you know? And what can the law do to stop somebody who identifies as a cat? I mean, shoot, if a cat accidentally scratches somebody's eye out, I mean, there's not much you can do to the cat, right? I mean, I guess you could put them down.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, if they're allowed to identify as an animal, am I allowed to treat them like one?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So I mean,
can I grab my shotgun?
Real talk though.
What are the rules here?
Exactly. Let's keep listening. Said that. Okay. The 2 pupils were ordered to stay behind at Rye College in East Sussex. I think that's in Britain.
If they want to identify as a cat or something, then they're like genuinely on that. Then they've gone. Yeah, they're crazy.
You were questioning their identity.
No, I wasn't a question. I was just saying about the gender. I didn't say anything about them.
But where did you get this idea from? There's only 2 genders.
I just think
You know what? And this also kind of speaks to how much more what's the word? Like schools in different countries, like you see how that one kid is talking, like she's actually having an actual conversation with an adult.
Exactly.
Well,
she seems smarter than the adult.
Exactly. But like here in America, bro, I really don't think like we weren't really taught, you know, to have like an actual conversation. Like
exactly.
Like we were just taught to like kind of like sit there and like listen and just take everything and just like kind of like be like a puppet of sorts. So, you know, this speaks to like the difference between like school systems in different places. I'm actually really impressed with how this kid is talking right now. But yeah, it's crazy how this teacher is really just trying to like, you know, putting words in her mouth, talking about she said they needed, talking about she said that she needs to be, the other kid needs to be in an asylum and stuff. It's like, bro, that's messed up, man.
Yeah.
See, it's like these adults, like they get too full of themselves sometimes, and so they try and control the narrative in any way that they can.
Exactly.
My opinion. That is my opinion. If I respect their opinion, can't they respect my opinion?
It's just
exactly.
not an opinion. It's not an opinion you can have.
There's only a boy and a girl. Literally. There's no other private part. There's only 2.
Gender is not linked to do with
it. Is.
There is only
Bro, okay, look. Me personally, I'm not with all that weird, like, you know, all the weird, like, identifying as something else, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with all of that, but if you want to do that, just keep that in the privacy of your own home. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you know, that doesn't affect me, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna scold you or tell you that all because you're a boy, you can't say that you're a girl. I'm not gonna tell you that. Now, if you were in my house, I would tell you that. But if we're just out in public, you know, I have no control over that. So,
yeah, it's just like, don't expect the world to automatically know you and recognize you and understand where you're coming from, and you know.
Exactly, bro. It's like
the world is supposed to know your rules and tolerate them completely. Like, you know, you have some authority because you don't identify with some specific gender role or some shit.
Right, bro. My thing is like, bro, like that's part of the problem with this world, bro. Too many people think that they are more important than what they are, and what I mean by that is this, bro. Like, it's cool, like you know, like for me personally, like I'm important to myself. Like I love myself to the fullest, but I'm not delusional. Like I know that when I go into the real world, I'm not that important to other people. Like I know that I'm just a regular guy.
Exactly.
When other people look at me, they just see another regular guy. So with this whole participation trophy, thing that we got going on, all these kids now believe that they are the most important thing in the world, and that what they say goes, and that they can just identify as whatever, and we're just supposed to
Exactly.
just automatically know that, like we're Professor Xavier from the X-Men or something. Like that's not how it works.
It is about how you identify, which is what I said right from the very beginning of the
I just don't
lesson.
agree with that. So why should I have to listen to them? I don't agree with it.
Biological sex, there is actually 3 biological sexes, because you can be born intersex. You can be born with male and female body parts or hormones.
That's rare though. That's extremely rare.
Yeah, it's like it's not like a 0.000 thing.
Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. No, there are not.
There is transgender. There is agender, people that don't believe they have a gender at all.
Yeah, but you can't have that.
No, you can't have that. It's not a law.
Those aren't genders. If anything, those are just mindsets. Like no,
Pretty much,
like,
yeah.
like literally, bro. Like instead of labeling it as genders, if you just said, you have to respect my mindset. Like I can't say anything about that, but you're trying to literally change science and change the way that things are because you
Yeah.
feel like it, instead of just acknowledging that, hey, this is how I think, and this is how I want to be known as. Okay, that's totally different. That's totally different. If you just want to say, look, this is my mindset. I guess I don't really identify as a gender. I'm just they. And that's my mindset. Okay, well, fine, bro. But you're trying to change things that are already pretty much set in stone.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's not a lot, but it's our opinion. We just don't agree with it. We just think it's all just.
If you have a vagina, you're a girl. If you have a penis, you're a boy.
Yeah.
But cisgender is not necessarily the way to be. You were talking about the fact that cisgender is that you identify.
Bro,
Tell them to be gay or something.
I don't know, bro, but like like I said, I have no problem with that. Me personally, I just chill and do my own thing. But I really just don't like. First off, like a conversation like this, bro. If my dad or if I was in 8th grade and they found out we had a conversation like this in my classroom, bro, that teacher would be gone, bro, and she would have been cussed out.
Exactly.
And she
Exactly.
all the parents would have came up to school with pitchforks and flaming
Exactly.
torches and got that teacher up out of there. So the fact that this teacher even feels comfortable having a conversation like that with these kids, like
in class,
right,
during learning time.
exactly, it's terrible, bro. Like if she feels like what the kids are saying is like inappropriate, then she needs to call the parents and have a conversation with them. But the fact,
Exactly.
bro, it's just not cool, bro. It's really just showing how.
I mean, shoot, if she identifies with a cat, then she needs to be identified as a stray, and her parents need to get adoption papers from the pet clinic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And with the gender, with the sexual order that you're born with, or you're with, that's basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
Which is really despicable.
What?
How? When it's
If I called my mum right now, my mum's
Same.
kill myself.
If I call my mum, she'd say.
Well, that's very sad as well then.
How is it?
Loads of people agree with that. There's only a small majority of people who actually think that.
And why do you think we have so many problems in the world with homophobia? Because
That's
of
not
people
homophobia,
expressing.
that's gender.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
it
fine with
is.
lesbians and gay people.
Same.
I've got nothing against them.
Yeah, same.
But gender is, there is a link between it, and you're saying that people
There
can't
isn't.
change.
No, they
who
can't.
Bro, what is this teacher even talking about, man?
And this
Nah, bro. Like literally,
She keeps switching up.
bro. The teacher is an NPC, bro. She's just a
Exactly,
bot. She's a bot sent by the program to try and keep the kids in line, but the kids are smarter than to know that, what she's saying is just a bunch of crap.
It's just like, where's the boundary? It's like these people want to live in a make-believe world. Like, okay, so she identifies as a cat. So does that mean I have to start treating cats like human beings or something?
Exactly, bro.
Either I'm gonna degrade the cat girl, or I'm gonna, try to speak English to my cat and expect him to respond with coherent sentences. Like, what are we doing now?
I don't know,
Am
bro.
I supposed to take my horse? Like, can my horse apply for college or something? Like, like it's like these people are just wandering aimlessly. Like they're not thinking down the line at all. They're just saying that they want to do things, and there's no end game.
Yeah, bro. Literally, this is all just like you said, bro. Like there's no boundary. There is no boundary, bro. It's people just like it's really people taking advantage of what other people kind of brought to light. You know what I'm saying? Like other people said, you know, hey, I want to be this, I want to be that, and so now everyone else is trying to take advantage of that, you know, and kind of hop on that bandwagon. And honestly, I don't know how far it's gonna go before people say enough is enough.
Exactly.
Because honestly, bro, like it's really sad, but even the kids are being poisoned by this.
Exactly.
And we don't know what's going on in these like I'm glad, you know, I don't have any well, actually I do have little cousins and stuff, but like it's terrible to think like what could they be talking about in kindergarten, like first grade and stuff when the parents aren't around.
Exactly.
Like it's actually really scary when you think about it. And you know, people like this who like really like advocate for, you know, kids being cats and stuff like that. They're really weird behind closed doors, bro. And you don't know what they're into, because if they're saying that a kid can be a cat, they can also say an adult can be with a kid in an intimate manner.
Exactly.
I mean, it's really messed up, man. They really need to. We as a people, you know, just really need to like come together and actually like put a stop to this and say, you know what, you guys can do this, you adults can do this, you adults are allowed to, you know, explore yourselves and do this, but you guys need to keep this out of the school system and let the kids decide for themselves what they want to do by the time that they're
just keep it like, do your job as a teacher.
Right
like you know, our teachers, they would just like, we'd read books in class, or you know, we'd actually be learning things.
Right.
And the topic of, you know, being gay, like none of that shit never came up.
Right, bro.
Not even like, you know, being married or like straight shit.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
That shit was never brung up because it's school. We're here to learn.
Right, bro. I remember one time. I think, bro, you were there. Remember when that kid kissed that girl in the slide, and then both classes, bro, the counselor, bro, we had like a 2-hour session, and they were just in there scolding us.
Oh my gosh, bro.
And they're
exactly.
Like, and they're like, guys, we're really disappointed in you right now. You know, I can't believe you guys. I can't believe you guys would condone this. Like, where is that? Like, in mind you, bro. Like we're still.
And that was a straight thing too.
Exactly, bro.
It's like it was just the fact that there was a romance interaction that happened on the playground, and the school immediately got on and stopped it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And here's the thing, bro. Like, that wasn't even too long ago, bro. That was only about like 6 years ago, maybe.
Exactly.
No, it's a little bit more. It was a little more than that. But seriously, like it's really wild to see like how much the world has changed in such a short amount of time, bro.
Yeah.
Really. All right, let's keep going. Let's just finish this video out.
No, I'm not.
You're confusing sex and gender.
No, I'm not though. Because
Yes,
if you have a
you are.
vagina, you're a girl. If you have a penis, you're a woman.
Yeah, you can't have a vagina and be a girl, but then
Gender
Unless you
identify
get
as
separate, and even then,
Gender
because
is
you've got
about
those genes.
how you identify.
Yeah, it is
It's
mine.
not an opinion.
That's a mindset. It is an
Yes,
opinion.
it is.
No, it's not. And if you don't like it, you need to go to a different school. So
I did go to a
I'm
different
reporting. You need to have a proper education.
You know what? And this is probably like the last time I'm gonna pause it, but it's sad that, you know, if this teacher reports this kid and the school system actually agrees, bro, like it really like the teacher should be the one that's reported, bro.
Like, if I'm a cat owner, can I get my cat into this school
Facts.
as a student? Like where is she? Like, what's going on?
Bro, she's fighting too hard, bro. She's fighting too hard for these kids. She really wants these kids to be ignorant and to live in a delusional world with her. That's all it is.
Exactly.
Conversation about equality, diversity, and
I ain't doing
inclusion.
it. My mum
Because
doesn't
I'm
let
not
me.
having that expressed in my lesson. When I'm teaching you about you can be who you want to be.
Everyone else
how
Nah,
to
bro.
identify.
We need to be learning our multiplication tables and stuff. You talking about what?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Everyone else thinks it. They just don't say it because then all
Yeah.
this happens.
Maybe because they're polite and maybe they're sensitive.
I haven't said anything in all of the lessons I've been in. It's just because they turned around and started saying something. So I said, how can you identify as a cat when you're a girl?
So
Yeah.
they're now writing a statement. I would imagine that you'll be asked to write a statement as well.
We will.
Yeah, we will.
Teachers endeavor to ensure that pupils' views are listened to and encourage them to ask questions and engage in discussion. Teachers also aim to answer questions sensitively and honestly. We strive to uphold the highest standards across the school. We will be reviewing our process and working with the relevant individuals to ensure such events do not take place in the future. Well, yeah, no, that teacher needs to be gone, and that kid needs
Exactly.
that kid needs to be bumped up a grade, bro. That's what needs to be happening because,
Exactly.
bro, she was right on the money, bro. But yeah, that's it for this video,
Exactly.
guys. Just wanted to kind of get into this. It's really sad, how things are going. Like, me personally, I really just think that there needs to be boundaries, especially for the kids, and people really need to wait and see, wait until the kid is at least in high school if you even want to think about having a conversation like that.
I mean,
bro.
like to me, they should just wait till they're grown up. To be honest with
Exactly,
you,
it really
like,
does. Yeah,
22, because to be honest with you, like the things I've learned from like graduating high school all the way to now, I'm completely different from. Like, I'm way more mature than freaking when I was a senior in high school.
Oh yeah, facts.
Like, I honestly think these people need to just like be full-on adults, like 22, 23, something like that.
Right, bruh. Right, yeah, because exposing these kids to all this stuff, like a lot of kids, like they don't think like the kid who was speaking up. So when they hear stuff like that, they're gonna go home all confused and like thinking like, well, dang, like I don't even know, like they don't even know how to process stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, but guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, share. Again, comment. Love you guys. Peace.